How much is the hammerhead out of curiosity?
Right around the same price, which is insane. That's why they priced it at that.
Yeah.
Is that they're similarly priced, but I'm blown away that the hammerhead costs that much.
Yeah. That's like one of the OG expensives.
Yeah. Oh shit, new angle?
Yeah, I changed. Well, no, yeah, 2 weeks ago we were at this angle as well.
I don't remember.
But that was like the first day in a while.
Yeah.
Then
I'm
we
just
moved-
letting this
moved
all
back over
absorb
way.
right now. I'm taking in all the angles. All right. I do not have anything up on my computer yet for showing things. So I should probably do that. But there is a laundry list of things to show. So
Yep.
off the top of your head, what would you say are the must talk about things?
Patch launch.
Yeah.
So
that's just
every
like
new ship.
showing our streams.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, every new ship, which I imagine will be the biggest portion.
Yep.
Roadmap, and specifically them saying engineering for next patch, which feels crazy.
Insane. Yeah.
Let me have a look back. Referral reward being the Star Kid and Dragonfly is like a small thing to mention.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's not a smudge, Sizzy, on it. This is sun bleaching. I left my shirt in the sun. It's got white on it. Love that.
All right, so I'm going to your channel. You would say today's stream is best to showcase or no?
Either is fine. Yesterday we
Did you do Vandal yesterday?
Just doing the Vandal mission, yeah.
Okay.
And well, honestly, the same thing today.
Okay, cool. So I got that. I saw an epic Tirada clip in. Oh my god, this guy is such an idiot. All right, sorry, it's my hockey captain. I'm like, I cannot go play hockey today. I have a family obligation today. I cannot get out of it. Mike, we're short players. I fucking told you no already. Jesus Christ. All right.
No, Mike, you're misunderstanding. He's saying that you are all short players.
We are. Yeah. Well, I certainly am. Okay. I have a bunch of links. Let me run through them real quick. We got the pledge, the IAE page is definitely one we should probably have.
Yeah.
We are not talking shop. We're not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. We can talk about it. No. Are you? Come on.
They brought Jax back.
They did. That was a blip of happiness.
Yeah, I want to talk one thing about the second episode because we just listened a little bit to the second episode, but otherwise, yeah.
I have not listened to the second episode, so you feel free. Enjoy yourself. Go ham. Sneak peek is massive. So much.
I didn't even see the sneak peek. What's the sneak peek?
Don't look at it yet. Don't look at it. Don't look at it.
Okay,
It's super cool. It's super cool. It's super cool. It's super cool.
Okay.
Yeah, don't.
Okay.
I want you to see it for the first time because it's that good.
Okay.
We have 2 minutes left. I am collecting links as quickly as possible. Yep. Oh, I don't have the link for the salvation behind the ships in my weekend review thing, so I have to remember to do that.
The salvation does. The Ox does not have it behind the ships.
The Ox is the only.
No, it does. Everything has it behind the ships. Yeah.
All right.
And there's not an ad for every ship either. Is the other one.
What do you mean an ad?
Like the in-universe ads they do for ships. Like the fun little ads.
Yeah. I understand now. I think the drops conversation is definitely something we should talk about. And I have the Twitch tracker stats that are wild.
Yeah.
Uh, roadmap roundup is the only thing that I don't have that you mentioned. So there we go. I think I'm ready.
Yep.
All right,
Cool.
Trey, give me 2 seconds. I'm going to quickly pee so I don't have to pee during the podcast like I always do. And then we'll get going. I could put the intro.
How are we doing, chat?
I might be fast enough. What do you think?
Sure, but I'm giving you intro.
We're gambling.
Just
You're
for
gonna
that.
give me
I wanna,
intro?
I want to watch you run in and have to do the intro.
Oh no! All right. Here we go. Ready?
Yeah. Baby's good. Baby's doing well. All right, over under chat. Will he be back in time? Also, hope everyone's IAE has been good and everyone's enjoying the new patch. Oh, 07 Star Citizens, and welcome to Answer the Call.
I forgot I had something in the oven too. I would have been on time. Oh, I didn't want to burn something. I almost made it.
What an entrance!
Yeah.
What an entrance!
I almost made it.
How we doing, everyone? It is Answer the Call, your weekly call-in show and podcast about everything and anything Star Citizen, with myself and SaltEMike and Oven Mitts. How we doing, Mike?
I'm good. The amount of nerves we had about 4.4 and the way it released after its initial night was quite surprisingly smooth-ish. Like, I know people are having issues like 40k errors, things like that. But if you look at the way the PTU was, the entire PTU, and the way the game is today, it's kind of night and day. So I'm like, they kind of put it together and got it done at the end there. But like, personally, I've shared this with my stream already. I told you in private yesterday, and I think maybe earlier. I'm just going to say it because things are going to be iffy over the next few weeks, months. I am okay. We're fine. Everybody is in good spirits. A lot of people on my channel know this already, but my dad got diagnosed with prostate cancer, and he's going to have a PET scan in the next couple days, or no, in like the next week, to confirm the stage. But it's like stage 2, 2.5. He opted surgery. They're going to remove it. And we're all like, all right, cool. Everything's good. You know, everyone's thinking positively. It's like, all right, shit, we got to have surgery or whatever, but that's it. So, over the holidays, he's going to have surgery very soon. So I'm going to be up there for the holidays. So, just for podcast enjoyers, that's kind of the reason. I wasn't comfortable telling anybody last week, but when Croncy told me he was sick, we had a lot of preparations to do for having to make this trip, figuring out when things are happening, what to do with the dog and all that stuff. So I was like, this is a good opportunity to handle all that today. So that's why we took off last week. So apologies for that. Yeah.
Luckily as well, there was nothing on last week, really. It was kind of it would have been a pretty boring episode, I think. Yeah.
That was the other thing. It was like, there is nothing to talk about. I can't talk about the state of the 4.4 PTU again. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, it was just, and then we knew that this week was just going to be huge. So it was just like, all right, we'll just take the week off. Thank you for the no podcast. People were like bummed out about it. So I appreciate you guys like it. And sorry for not being there, but at the same time, it is what it is.
Yep.
But yeah, how are you? How's the baby? How's everything?
Yeah, we're doing well. Baby's good.
Nice.
She's 6 weeks old now, so she's starting to sleep a little bit more, but like at more annoying times.
Okay.
So hopefully everything's okay with her tonight. She went down well tonight before the podcast, so she'll be okay during today. But it's been good. It's been still very, very fun. And she's been behaving enough that as well. Like I got to stream for like more than 6 hours yesterday, which like felt like is impossible a week ago, right? So
yep. Nice.
Yeah, it's been cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Lots to get through to today.
Hmm.
What do you want to start with?
Let's go. Okay, we'll keep all the big stuff to later, all the obvious stuff that everyone probably is going to want to talk about by calling in. Make sure you go into the Discord, into the green room, and call in because I know a lot of you guys are going to want to talk about some of the new ships.
Yeah, there's probably room for
Um,
3-4 more.
yeah. What I reckon we actually talk about is probably something that happened earlier in the week, which was the roadmap roundup. I think it came out just before the patch came out.
Mhm.
And surprising to say the least, the literal least.
Yeah, like my whole feelings here is, are we hiding the fact that we're like that we're doing .1? Like they're gonna do a .1,
I mean, maybe, presumably, yes, right?
right?
Uh, Presumably, yes, but I don't know. I will say, like, if they don't do a .1, I think engineering is big enough to be like considered a more full patch, if that makes sense, rather than it being
Agreed.
like a 4.4.1, right?
Yeah,
So it makes
yeah.
sense.
If
But
they
like,
get
yeah,
engineering,
surely,
it has to be called 4.5.
yes, exactly.
Yeah.
But I just do not think it's possible this comes out in December. I don't.
In this
It's
current state that engineering is in,
yeah.
it's you just got to ask, are they going to put this in with not all the ships available,
Mhm.
no armor, right? Like right now, I think they know, and this is why we probably have not had a tech preview. Is number one, we're going to be focused on 4.4 drops, all these things for a little while.
Yeah.
So we're not going to test as well as we could, but I could bring up the link as well. I think I have it
Mhm.
from Torsten earlier in the week. Said, hey, we understand the feedback you guys been giving is like, hey, the time to kill is too high. The goal of
Yeah.
engineering is to raise time to kill, and we have literally lowered it. This is not intended. This is an issue we want to address, and we are going to address it before we add anything else to engineering. So that means they're not adding armor until they figure this out. They're not adding
Yeah.
anything to it until they figure it out. So no batteries, no all of these other features they had talked about in the past. And great, but you got to do, like, there's no point in doing a tech preview until you do, and
Mhm.
you have a month to get this done now.
Yeah.
Like from today, you have 1 month.
Yeah,
Will
because they
engineering
will be
good to
going
go?
on holiday on the
Yeah.
25th, right?
And then we will not have them for another month. Like we will not have a patch for
Yeah.
another month after that. Like this is the patch we have to stick with. So
Yeah.
I can't express this any louder that you cannot give us a patch that is bad in December.
Mhm.
Like they just can't. So they will they will, because
Yeah.
they always do.
Yeah.
But
I was gonna say, I wonder, like,
yeah,
so last year we got Pyro just before Christmas, right? It was technically PTU,
yeah,
but it was just like everyone was on PTU, obviously. And it was almost all stability problems with Pyro right at the
hmm
start, rather than necessarily bugs.
hmm
This will presumably be the opposite, where it's just all like engineering is gonna be buggy as
yeah.
hell when it hits live, right? So
There's also a huge
yeah.
difference between the way Pyro dropped and the way they decided to do patches this year.
Mm,
4.5 will only have engineering and very
mhm.
few other things, as you can see by the
Yeah.
list here. That is the way they've done things. Pyro dropped.
Mhm.
That is an entire star system that they took 5 years to make,
Yeah.
and like, lots of planets, lots of things. It isn't the Nyx drop with one space
Mm,
station, right? They are doing
yeah.
things differently now. They're going slower.
Mhm.
So if you leave us with a broken patch but nothing to do, which is not the case, I have said it frequently over the last couple days. There are so many things I want to do that I
Mhm.
don't know what to do right now. Like there's all
Sure.
I can go contestants, I could go worm, I could go snake.
Mhm.
Like there's lots of options now. But the patch has to work, because if it doesn't,
Yeah.
it's 2 months of waiting. It's kind of like the old system of like,
Mhm.
all right, I can be patient because I know something huge is coming, because it's going to be a big patch. It's 3 months of waiting. Now we have to wait at least 2 months, maybe more. And what will it have? I don't know. So have they front loaded content? I don't think so. So
No. Well,
maybe. I mean,
like we got a lot of surprise contenty stuff this year, so there's probably
Yeah.
something that gets tacked on there, right?
yeah, go move cargo to Nick's. Like, they can copy paste a resource drive or something that was successful in the past.
Yeah. There'll hopefully be something. But yeah, I just did not remotely expect engineering would be for a patch, presumably for December, this quickly, without like a couple of more tech previews. It just felt like it desperately feels like it needs it.
Yeah,
And
is the next
this
tech
may
preview
be
an Evo PTU, right?
Yeah. Right?
Maybe.
The thing as well is like no, I lost where I was going. But the other thing that I was going to mention, I had two trains of thought, and I remember the second one, is they also said, they wanted the crafting tech preview by the end of the year.
Good point.
So there's like, you move engineering out of the tech preview into the PTU, makes sense.
Yep.
Just in general. And then you can also start doing the crafting tech preview. Is this possibly, would they ever rush these patches to get the testing done when they said they were like 4 months ago or whatever.
Patch always goes. So probably. Yeah. And it just comes down to like, if they nail down the TTK, is it enough to be like engineering is in? And maybe. Like, is Nixon?
Yeah.
Yes. Is it fully in? No. They're gonna just slowly make it. And you know what? That's probably a better way of doing it. Is that a better way of doing engineering? Is that the better way of doing crafting? It's not the more fun way, where it's like there's a million things to figure out, and and then you're just like, all right, sinking your teeth into like all these cool things. That's super fun. The slow burn is less fun, but more safe and healthy for the game, probably.
Yeah, solves a lot of issues that we had, like you just mentioned, when we had all of Pyro introduced at once.
Yep.
We doubled the server, we quintupled the server count, etc., all at once. Lots of problems. So
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But
with that, so this also means I assume PTU probably right after IAE.
Yeah.
Right? Like probably like the 1st of December, presumably we'll get an Evo. So
almost certainly. My favorite thing here is something we haven't mentioned yet: new barrel attachments. I'm super hyped for this.
Zach continues cooking.
Yes, unfortunately, like whenever I switch my weapon, it's still ridiculous. But I love the idea of collecting tweaker attachments, feeling the upgrade that you get from your gun by using them, laser, lasers, what thing, and whatever, right? The better scopes and actually feeling the change. The more of this, the better, I think. The more choice, the better. So I'm very interested to see what Scorched and Tweaker power levels mean, like in what direction. Because there's not... Are they adding more levers to pull on the FPS weapons? Because right now it's pretty much recoil is, right? And fire rate and damage levels. So I wonder what else they could possibly add there, if any, and what they'll do to kind of pull you away from Tweaker and Scorched to these other things, potentially. So I'm very excited for that. One of them looked like a silencer. So there's a...
It'd be nice for silencers to do something.
Yeah, it would be. It definitely would be. And then hairstyles, Jared's the hairstyle. I have the images. I can kind of bring them up. Jared's like one of the hairstyles.
I don't want to do it right now. And actually, this might be a job for someone who watches the podcast. Let me know how many patches have had new hairstyles as a feature of the patch this year. I'm genuinely curious.
The last few, I think. Here's the barrels.
It's been a lot.
Like,
ooh, okay,
that looks like a silencer, right?
Yep.
And these kind of look like compensators. Flash hider there for sure. And then the laser one is always, who knows. And then you have Jared and some mohawks. So
Oh,
they
that's an interesting. Yeah, that's an interesting hairstyle on the
crazy
left, actually.
crazy
Yeah,
mohawk, right?
that's wild.
And then like, Jared is now immortalized in the game. Like that is
Yeah.
Jared. So good for
Yeah.
him. That's awesome. Obviously deserved. So
Hmm.
we like that. And yeah, just the things that we were expecting. The Vulcan
Yeah.
playtest stuff and FPS AI improvements. I don't know if you fought against any FPS AI, but they're kind of cracked right now. And then a
Yep.
lot of people physical
Cracked,
helmets.
but I didn't feel like it wasn't deserved, which was good. Which we'll
Yeah.
get into when we talk about the patch. Like it felt like the NPCs were correctly targeting me, but not absolutely destroying me. Like they weren't laser to head type thing.
Well, hey, I mean,
Yeah.
there's also the player injury update that
Hmm.
like, dude, I ran every contested zone. Well, I ran Arbitrary and Checkmate, and
Yep.
I only came out with a tier 3 injury, and I was alone. I was the only person in Pyro. There were 3 people there
Yeah. Yep.
in Pyro, right? So there was no one
Yeah. I
there.
was gonna say I've got to imagine Pyro is dead as right now.
Yeah, they were all coming towards me. So
Hmm.
I only had tier 3 injuries at each one. So that is
Yep.
a major difference. And I know I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself, but that was the 4.4, like,
Hmm.
whoa, like this feels different in a good way. I
Yeah.
was really happy with that because
Well, I mean that's
the AI are
sorry.
stronger,
Yeah.
but they're
Yeah.
not making you like, drop your gun and hobble as
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
So
Well, I
big
mean, let's get
difference.
into that because that was basically the same day was the actual release of the
So
patch. Because then we'll get into IAE stuff afterwards. But Nyx is here, technically, kinda. It is in live. They delivered 2 star systems within a year.
yep,
Technically.
technically,
Um, it's cool. I mean, we obviously talked about it a lot during the PTU. Levski is dope. I'm loving the new missions and the new locations. I'm loving the new faction. I'm loving getting to fight Vandal. Is very cool. I'm getting to fight them in the verse. And once again, I cannot understate how much I absolutely am obsessed with the Glacium Ring. And every time you quantum around Nyx, you see the actual like aura of the
yeah,
belt and stuff. It's been really, really cool to hang out with. It has been very funny though, because we didn't experience this with Pyro because there was multiple places to go. I had my first 5 wait in queue today at Levski that I had to wait about 10 minutes in order to land.
yep.
That really sucked. Not looking forward to that, but
I don't think it'll stay that
yeah,
way. It's just everyone's checking it
yeah,
out, free fly, all that
yeah,
stuff.
exactly, yeah,
Because there's just not that much to do in Levski. Like there is
yeah.
some new stuff. Have you done any of the new cargo hauling missions, the Dead Saints?
I have not yet. No,
So
no,
that
just
stuff's pretty
the
cool.
Vandal stuff. Yeah,
That stuff's pretty cool. You literally cargo haul people, and
interesting.
they're like citizens, not
Yeah, yeah.
criminals. It doesn't seem like
Are they
it's
in cryopods or are they?
yeah, they're in cryopods.
Okay. Okay.
So it's interesting for sure.
Hmm.
So that's that's like a fun little thing to do. I did a little bit of interstellar hauling,
Hmm.
but yeah, like as far as Nyx content went, it was gain rep for the Vandal Tech Smugglers mission, do the Vandal
Yep.
Tech Smugglers mission, and then I'm out of Nyx until after the free fly probably.
Yep.
Yeah, and I've just been doing other stuff,
Hmm.
and I guess part of this release is Perseus, right? Like it was the same day basically
Yeah.
as launch. Um, how much time did you get with it? What do you think?
It is almost all we flew all of yesterday and today.
Yeah, and like everybody else but
Yeah.
me, I think is every time I look at their stream, they're flying the Perseus.
Yeah, I have made it no like I love gunships. I'm obsessed with
Hmm.
gunships. I love the Hammerhead, I love the Retaliator, love the Redeemer, and so I love this style of gameplay. And one of the people that I ran with today made it a good point of like this was like one of the first ships that made multi-crew with like a 3 to 4 person group feel good and feel interesting and fun and stuff, right? Because everyone had an important role and it felt like you had an important role
Yeah,
regardless of which section you're in. So it's been really, really awesome to use. But before even that, just the design. It looks like a Star Citizen ship and they've knocked it out of the park. I don't know, man. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean,
it's
I'm
they just
grabbing a
kind of crushed it.
Tirada clip because this shit just
Yeah.
blew my mind. I saw it yesterday. It was
Mhm.
linked to me. Is like it's written in French, but he's talking about like positional combat in
Yeah, yeah.
this ship, and because it's like kind of maneuverable, more maneuverable than I think most people
Yes.
expected, and you could just see
Yeah.
them positioning, and his left shield is going down, and then
Mhm.
watch the motion that he makes here to get the shots on his right shield, and then they end up killing the ship because of the choice he made. It's
Yeah.
coming in just a second. Here it comes. As it goes down, he
Yeah, cheeky little
swaps.
flip to get the
Yep.
right side. Yep.
And then boom, this ship dies on the right side in like
Yeah.
the next shot or two. And it's like that's because he, this stuff actually matters. It was like this is gunship
Yeah.
gameplay. And it was like, wow. So Chris Roberts' favorite streamer for a reason. Like that
Yeah,
that is a way to highlight a ship if I've ever seen one, right? So that
Yeah.
was awesome. I was like,
but
I
yeah,
can't
so
not show that because it was like
yeah.
that is the Perseus for me. Was that
Yes.
clip?
100%. It just feels really, really good fun to use. There are some very annoying bugs at the moment
Audio
with sound.
specifically, yeah.
That one can cause crashes, but two can just make your ears bleed, which is
Yep.
nice and fun. So once that is fixed, we'll get to probably experience it. But it's just so good. The skins that they came out with it are nice and unique, and they are not like what they did with the Polaris, where it was just like,
Yeah.
what if it was gray?
And just
Or
gray.
what if it was gray?
Yeah.
they did some stuff to it, so
Yeah.
quite cool in that regard. But
They did the
you brought up
memes
a good
here
point.
too in the
Yeah,
commercials, which is great.
literally from the concept art
Yeah.
of the Perseus.
Great job.
Which is very cool. But you made a good point before the pod of like, it's so expensive.
$800? Like,
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Like, I don't know what world we're living in where that is a purchase that anybody should be making ever. I don't care how
Yeah.
much money you have. Also, oh yeah, I keep forgetting that this happened.
Mhm.
What are we trying to say here? Like, it'd be insane for them not to include this massive ship at some point in one of the fights, right? Or
yeah.
is
This is the one that
just-
was shown in the. It's the one that was shown at the end of CitizenCon.
Yeah, but for Squadron, no.
No, for CitizenCon.
Oh,
For the
yeah, the
for
strike
the
group.
big fight. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the
Okay.
same one from the strike
So
group.
they're just kind of teasing
towards that.
Yeah.
presumably.
Okay. For some
Which
reason, I
also
thought we've only
maybe
seen
we
this
see
in
it in something
Squadron.
before then.
Yeah.
No, the one in Squadron. I don't even know if we see this one in Squadron. The one in Squadron is like the King ship,
Yeah.
which is the big guy. This is
the Mauler or something, right?
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think everybody's loving this thing.
Yeah.
Somebody told me they were watching, I forgot who, and they like forgot that they were watching Star Citizen. It looks so good in this specific ship, and yeah, so cool. But I'm not using it until they fix the audio thing. And
yeah, it is a problem for sure.
I also don't understand it right now because it's like kind of meant to kill hammerheads and connies and things like that.
Yeah.
And you're not really PvPing in those ships right now. Because the
Yeah,
hammerhead's
so
horrible.
there's not exactly. There's not many like PvP reasons for this, but well, yes, I guess.
Yeah.
But like, there's not a lot of PvP reasons for a lot of large ships
For anything.
other than
let's
like
be honest.
solo Idris. Yeah. So, one thing I did love about it is like you could feel how much worse it was against small ships. So like we went and took it to just like one of the regular missions for whoever does the Vandal missions. I can't remember the name of the faction, the new one. Intersec, thank you. And like, yeah, it was like some gladiuses flying around, some arrows flying around, and like we had some actual problems with them trying to track them and stuff. But then the second there was a freelancer, one shot with the size 8s, right?
Yeah.
So you did get a little bit of a, like, you could feel the weakness that you had in the ship, which was good. That was like okay, there is a good trade-off here.
Yeah. And the other thing that I understood was okay, Polaris versus Perseus, the
Mhm.
Perseus is going to struggle a little bit. But then people were like, well, we just took 3 Perseuses and then went after a Polaris. And I was like, oh, that
Yeah.
actually makes sense.
Mhm.
Like, you don't need a lot of crew. That's my biggest thing for the price of this is
Yeah.
like a Polaris. Theoretically, you should have a decent sized crew on it. Hammerhead,
Mhm.
you have 4 turrets that you have to man. So at least 5 people, right?
6 turrets.
6 turrets. Yeah. So at least 7 people then.
Yeah.
So like the price of those are kind of priced in the way of like, we should pool our money together and buy this ship as a group of friends is I think like the mentality that they're of the pricing. This thing is, it doesn't, this is like a 3-person ship in a way.
Yeah. Presumably 4-person with engineering.
Yeah. Or
Yeah.
like, you know, there's obviously other turrets on it for smaller ships and things like that. But in reality, this group size is much smaller than those. So it's like the price for me is the part that like, I'm just like, I can't even justify store credit on it.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to wait till it's Wicklow or in game. It's not that I don't like it. It's just wild how much it costs.
Yeah.
So I'm chilling and I'm sure some of my org mates will have it. I'll crew it, but it's not going to be in my hangar. I tell you that right now.
Yeah.
Not at the moment. Eventually.
I always say never pay for military ships with real money. Buy them in game because they're always sort of outscaled versus industrial, and you'll be able to afford them pretty easily. So yeah, I am 100% wait till it's in game, but maybe buy a couple of the paints. The paints are pretty cool.
I wasn't a fan of the paints, but I do agree with you about it versus the Polaris paints. Like, way better job. They aren't my cup of tea, but that's okay.
Yeah. It's just normally their military paints are so cringe and basic and boring.
Yeah.
But they actually did something. Like the red paint, where it like sort of covers like half of it, which also notably, because this almost never happens with any ship with skins, covers the turret, the inside of the turret, the inside of the what are they called? The bay, not the bays, the docking collars, and all that sort of stuff. Like there's actual internals that are part of the skin for the, I think the first time ever. Most ships don't have internal parts of part of the skin. So I was happy about that. But yeah, I'm a fan for sure.
Nice. Yeah. All right. What is the next ship you want to talk about?
Well, yeah, I was just going to say, well, we talked about the Perseus, and the reason we talked about the Perseus is it's IAE.
Yeah.
Welcome to IAE.
Yeah. I guess. I mean, do we just go down the list?
The RSI ship.
Yeah.
The other RSI ship. Right.
We kind of have to. So we'll just quickly scroll through the RSI taser. It's like a handheld taser is what it looks like. I am a huge fan of this thing. But
it's so adorable.
But for a very specific reason. Is I liked like the first things that we did as an org that we really enjoyed doing was taking vultures and Hullays or vultures and a caterpillar and just RMC salvage for hours and just do the logistics of moving the boxes. And they took the learning from the vulture and even the fortune and in that scenario made it perfect. Obviously, it doesn't have a lot of cargo, but you don't need a lot of cargo if you have somebody doing the logistics for you. And guess what? This salvager never needs to leave his seat. He just holds F and looks down to the right and unloads more from the buffer for the guy who is hauling the cargo for him. So that's awesome. I'll bring up the video content for it, but that's all I really have to say about it. That it just makes me so happy from that standpoint of it just fits the mold of what I like about salvaging, I guess. So it's like kind of the perfect ship for me and our group that likes to do it. But have you given it a chance? There's a Q&A post that's very odd. There's lots of confusion around this. Don't know what's going to happen here, whether it's the
Mm.
Q&A is wrong or what, but they say it's bespoke lasers,
Right.
and it
Yeah.
comes with they begin with a C,
Stinch.
cinches. Yeah, I always take them off, but you could put a
Mm.
braids on them, so they're not
Okay.
bespoke.
Right.
But the
I
Q&A
think they
says
might
they
mean
are.
bespoke, as in
N-
they
n-
might mean.
no,
Does it
nope.
specifically say the cinch, like
It says
cinches
both.
bespoke?
No, it says it comes with a bespoke mount and laser or something. Like it specifically said. Like I reread it and
Mm.
was like, "Whoa, what the heck?" I could bring it up actually because I
Mm.
have the link. But I was surprised to see it because that is not the case
Yeah.
currently. So here, let's just pop it down here and take a quick look. I think it's more towards the bottom. Does it come with bespoke or swappable
Oh,
salvage
swappable
heads?
heads, right?
Right? And it says it comes with bespoke heads. This means unique salvage heads and scraper attachments cannot be exchanged.
Interesting.
But I can. So did they
Yeah.
change their minds? Now, what I will say is, please don't go bespoke here, because if they go
Hmm.
bespoke, they are going to um they're going to take this down to a level of making the Vulture and Fortune be above it. So
Yeah.
it's going to make the speed in which you gather RMC or something just not good, I feel like, if they go bespoke.
Sure.
They're going to balance it below those. And I don't think
Mhm.
it needs that, because the 6 SEU is enough to make
Yeah,
this
it's already got the balancing for that, basically.
yeah, exactly. It's enough for me from that standpoint. And
Yeah.
I don't want them to go away from that personally.
Yeah, I think that's reasonable. Yeah. Reasons I'm into it. First off, clearly a lot of design language from the Arastra, from like the concepts we've seen of the
True.
Arastra.
True.
And so more of like what RSI industrial ships are like starting to look like as we go forward. Which is cool because I think it looks dope. But then more importantly, and this goes along as well with with some like other ships and stuff that they've been doing recently, is just more and more pushing towards better ways to introduce players to new mechanics when they first come into the game, right?
Yep.
It used to be, once again, back in the day, if you wanted to do mining as an example, your introduction to mining was hand tool mining of rocks, and then you were straight into the prospector.
Yeah, no.
Right? Which sucks. Salvage, for a little bit, was essentially the same way. It was like, well, your introduction to salvage, I guess, will be multi-tool salvaging a ship so that you can repair your panels and whatnot. And then you're going into the Vulture. And like, as a career, that's like a bad move. So you want to have a ship that actually puts you into, hey, you can do your salvage missions, you can make your money salvaging right off the get-go. And I think they've done a great job here. So
yeah, I mean, I have to address a Twitch track comment because it's something that drives me nuts, and we've talked about this all the time. But maybe, Logan, you're not familiar with how we feel about things, at least how I do, and I'm pretty sure you feel the same way. You know what I'm going to say, right? You don't want to replace ships in games like this.
Yep.
You want them to fit roles in certain scenarios better than others. So you don't want to go, I bought this ship and now I'm going to throw it away. Maybe you sell it to other people or whatever, but you want, like, in a group RMC salvage mission, you want this ship to succeed maybe the most. And in a group construction material salvage mission, then it's the reclaimer, right? Or something like that. It's like every ship should succeed or have its like buffs and bonuses in certain directions that pull you in the direction of that ship for that specific scenario, instead of throw it in the trash and just sits in your ASOP and fills room. And it's like, there's no way that's a good way of going about things, I don't think. But yeah, I mean, there may be days where you don't ever go back to a ship like this and you only like to do that. But I like the idea of, right tool for the job. And I think this is the right tool for the job for RMC salvage in a big group.
Yeah. I will say, like, if you are a person that wants to do salvage as a career, it can still make sense for you to go from this to a vulture to a reclaimer. Once again, assuming you can get like crew and all that sort of stuff, and going that route. Because you can still have it the other good way that Mike was just describing, where that's the progression of that person. But now your org wants to do a big operation of salvage. So now that you're not soloing your vulture anywhere else, we're going to bring you back and we're going to do this thing. Right? Like even within your career, you could still like have the progression and come back down. Like, does that make sense? It's kind of like EVE Online. Sometimes what you want to do is like you may have your progression. I know,
didn't say
and it's been me like the last 4 episodes. It's been me. You could have your progression in mining from the venture all the way up to I think Hulk's a tier 2. I think right, like a tier 2 thingy. You're gonna go all the way up to a Hulk, but then maybe you want to do some gas harvesting and you want to do it a little bit stealthily. You'll come back down to the vulture, or like you don't want to risk that money and so on. So they still have their roles, even though you have progressed. You can still use it, right?
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, like the Rourke wall just got mentioned in the chat, where that gives like bonuses to a mining fleet. Like there's little things that are added to each ship that make them more viable for certain roles and stuff. And that's just better. It's just better. All right, Drake stuff, because nothing happened with Origin.
Yeah. 2 Drake things. 1 brand new ship, 1 alternative ship. What are they called?
Variant
ship. Thank you.
You want to start with the Clipper? Yeah.
Yeah. So finally, the last ship on the silhouette from 2 years ago.
Yep.
Citizen Con is finally released. I dig it. You seemed like you were really excited about it, Mike, when I
love the way it looks.
Today.
I mean, it's so unique.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Right?
It's so cool. It's
not really good at anything though.
Yeah.
So that's
as it shouldn't be, except it has one thing that no other ship has currently. It's a crafting bench.
Yeah. And it basically just goes, well, everyone's going to have a crafting bench because the crafting bench is going to be mobile, but you don't have to sacrifice your cargo grid for it. It was the whole thing about this, is like it's just in there. That's how they sold it in the Q&A or whatever. It's like, okay, cool. It obviously doesn't function right now. They did tell us that it was going to be like personal items, so assume ammo, armor, weapons, things like that. I think I'll pause here because this is one of like the coolest parts of the video. This
is a cool shot.
Yeah, of them kind of showing you the internals of the ship, and yeah, it's a lot. And it's meant to be for, they're calling it the generalist or whatever. So if you want to do bunkers,
literally in the ASOP as a generalist.
Yeah, if you want to do bunkers, you have your med bed from when you get injuries. Obviously, there's the crafting table, which is we'll see what that entails. You have your little bit of cargo, and it has combat capabilities. It has 3 or 4 size 3s, so that's not bad. It's pretty slow to maneuver, and it rotates a lot quicker than I thought, but
also dies real quick.
Yeah, well, it dies real quick if you're stock. So for people who don't know, this has the worst stock components of any ship, I think, ever. So this is this might be one of the interesting things about this, is it might be bucking a new trend of ships coming with D grade components, and then you actually feeling the progression of upgrading them. Because when I put on Palisades and I switched the lasers, it was a big difference. And I was like, oh, okay, this isn't so bad now. And I didn't die as quickly. So there was that. Obviously, everything remains to be seen. The idea of like a survival ship, there's no real survival gameplay. It's kind of hard to live off grid in Star Citizen. It's fun to do a challenge and fake it, like RP, but it doesn't actually exist in the game. So like where this ship fits for me currently is it just looks cool. Maybe it'll find a place at some point, but for now it just looks cool. We'll have to see.
I do think it is one of those ships that's like really good for if you're just spamming some bunker busting and stuff. The
Yep.
only problem with that is because it's so tall, it's very hard to hide it from from
Oh, from
turrets.
turrets. Yeah, true.
But like obviously, if you have a med bed, you have that much storage and stuff. It's going to be good at doing that kind of gameplay.
Yep.
So yeah.
Fly
But
far
likewise,
away
it just looks so.
and
Yeah,
vehicle in, like a little pulse in, maybe.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just looks so cool. I love what they did with the sound of the engines. It's very, very Drake because it
Sounds like a
sounds
lawnmower.
almost like, yeah, it sounds like a motor almost failing to start. Like
Yeah.
it's really chugging along. It's on its last legs, and that's great. That's very cool. Very on theme. So
Yeah. I like it. I just I'm waiting for the game to catch up to it. I think is the
yeah.
best is the
Well,
way
it
I
literally
would
has
feel
a
about
crafting table, so clearly the game hasn't caught up to it, right? Like,
it. Yeah, for sure.
oh, I do think the little trap door for the components was like cool and it's a little funny, but why?
Yeah.
Why does like it doesn't?
No,
That's weird. I don't
don't
know
do
why.
that.
Like gameplay wise, this makes no sense.
Yeah. It's like, oh, it's like very Drake. And it's like, stop doing that. Just don't do that. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, it's already very
Yeah.
Drake. It doesn't need to be
Yeah.
annoying and just dumb. But yeah.
Yeah.
So I think, you know, it's a cool ship to like RP a like 0 to hero on or something, I think.
Yeah, true.
Or
Yeah.
like a, you know, off-grid gameplay thing. The next ship, if you want to move on, if you're ready to, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
You got anything else? Okay, no. Is the Golem Ox. I used this all day today. It's interesting. It is a hull A with a tractor beam, essentially. 64 SCU, but it can hold 32 SU containers, which the hull A cannot do. So more versatile there. That is definitely a selling point for it. No inventory, not, you know, no log out bed or anything like that. That's a downside. Tractor beam, which the hull A doesn't have, but it's a ship tractor beam, so it's awful to use. We haven't seen it yet. Let me scroll ahead in the video here. But there it is. And I mean, it looks like a cargo ship. It's fantastic from that standpoint.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, it's a giant Argo cargo in terms of like what it looks like, which I love.
Massively small signature.
Ooh, interesting.
Biggest signature from cross section is 1,000.
Okay.
But you can't get the components down that far. So if you turn the ship off, I mean, they got to be really close to know you're there. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, saying massively small makes no sense. But yeah, it is a very small signature. And that's neat. So I'm thinking this has like really good use cases at Hathor getting batteries because it could definitely hold them, or these kind of more unique cargo hauling runs potentially as well. So yeah.
I think this is a great way to do a variant.
Yep.
The end. I don't think there's much to talk about it.
It's a cargo ship.
But
put stuff on.
I guess the
fly,
one thing is like
stuff off.
You mentioned, you know, yeah, it doesn't have a bed and it doesn't have interior, but for like small cargo ships like this, actual gameplay, that's not much of anything. Like,
I've tried. I tried to find hauling routes that like made good money that compared to cargo hauling missions, and I could not find them because the low capacity, high value stuff, the time it takes to get that stuff is ridiculous. Like, I don't know if you caught this guy writing all these commodity posts this week, but like that was a lot of words that ended up meaning like I might be missing something, but they ended up meaning like nearly nothing to me. Sadly, because I was like, oh my God, I'm so excited. I'm going to jump in. Let's see what they've done to change. And it's still just like, I just, they're 13-hour timers on when these things will update. Like nobody gets to haul this stuff. So it was weird. And then the in-between ones were like, I'm making 50K. And it's like, I could do a cargo hauling mission and make hundreds of thousands. Why would I ever do this? So yeah, that's where it's at right now. But I love hauling, so I think using this at Hathor will be fun. I think using this for moving my stuff that I have in Nyx or Pyro to Stanton for Wicklow, I might use this because they'll be harder to see me, and that's all I have with it. But this is how to do a cargo ship. If you want to say something, is we've complained about cargo grids. I certainly have forever. They are learning from their mistakes. They are taking in the feedback, and that's how this ship happens. And thank you for that, CIG. Whoever said I'm always negative, shut up. Right? That is how it's done. Is that ship right there? So fantastic. What else is there?
So that's all the new ships so far.
Yeah.
Obviously, there'll be some stuff that we'll talk about next week ship wise. The next thing I want to move on to a little bit is the current referral reward, which is kind of sweet for some people, and some people are mad, but most people kind of hype. Well, it's a thing that people haven't been able to get for years now.
Oh, really? Is that why it's a big deal? Okay.
Yeah, so the referral reward for current IAE, as you know, for a lot of people, there's a free fly every IAE. You get someone in, you both get a free item. And this is the Star Kitten Dragonfly.
I'm trying to find it.
Yeah.
I can't find it.
For people with Pokemon disease, where they need to catch them all, they have a way to get it again. Because as far as I'm aware, you have not been able to get this since the original promo.
But it also comes with... Okay. The new player gets the armor and the veteran gets the ship? Is that what's happening here? I'm going to click learn more.
I assumed it was still both. What, is that way?
At the same time, the new player will receive the Kitten Racing Gear pack.
Huh.
Because look at how the circle says new player, and then this says veteran player.
I was under the impression that it was both players got both.
No, I don't think so.
I guess not.
Yeah. Vet gets just the ship, which the vet doesn't need another Dragonfly, CIG.
Oh, they need this one, though.
Maybe, but yeah, that's interesting that there's two different ones. Where it normally was, you both get the same thing.
Yeah, but it would also be one thing. It was like both players get one thing. And it was usually, a Dragonfly, a Nox, whatever else. Like usually some type of Graveler vehicle.
Yeah.
I don't know why they're always so obsessed with that, but yeah.
Yeah, so okay. I'm glad we talked about this because I didn't recognize that these two things were different.
Yeah, this is definitely just a marketing thing then. Well, I mean, of course it's a marketing thing. It's a recruit, but like, this is a very clear, well, your new recruit saw what you got, so now they want it. So they're going to recruit Billy over here. So that they
you
can
think
get
that's
it.
what's happening?
I imagine so. Otherwise, it doesn't make sense not to give it to both.
They're pyramid scheming.
It's a pyramid scheme.
It's literally a pyramid scheme. They're proving right on all the people that have called this game a pyramid scheme. There you go. Oh my god, yeah, alt account bait, stuff like that. This is an interesting choice. Ooh, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Sneak peek. You haven't seen it yet, right? You have not looked at it?
I've not seen the sneak peek, no. At least I hope I haven't.
Look at the screen. You want me to zoom in a little bit?
Yeah. It's hard for me to see. Okay, so we got... is this medical armor?
Yeah.
Is this actual medical armor?
Yeah, but there's so much to unpack, dude. It's crazy.
So you've got... I mean, like, the armor itself looks cool, but then in the back you've got what I assume is a medical backpack?
No, I don't think so.
No, you don't think so?
No. I think okay. The left side is the most like I don't know what they're doing here, what could happen.
Yeah.
Let's start on the right side. They are specifically showing 8 med pens. So you are going to be
sacrificing 4.
Exactly. Every other one you can only have 4. So you are sacrificing probably ammo for med pens in this case.
Or grenades, maybe.
Or grenades. You're sacrificing something to get extra med pens. That's the start. Now let's move all the way over to the left with the first aid kits. Those are first aid kits. Are first aid kits a special thing to heal injuries on the fly? Maybe, perhaps, is what I'm thinking here. That's pretty cope, I think. Maybe they just hold, more med gel and what we've seen med kits do in the past. But yeah, maybe they're like a defibrillator or something like that, right? It's a way to get a player up instead of shooting them with a laser. I think that's a cooler. Then can you see the left hip, our right, of the armor?
I can see it. Zoom in for me.
I am.
Okay. Okay.
That's a gun, and that button says charge.
Interesting.
What the heck is that? It's blue. Is that oxygen? Like, what is that? So this one is weird. What the heck is this?
Oh, what if... Okay, here's my prediction. Fire extinguishers just came out, and they work. What if this shoots like a healing mist?
Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah,
and then
weird.
the last thing, this is, pure copium, is I think maybe you're including the helmet here to potentially be bringing in the next visor to the helmet.
Oh, you're so right. Wait,
Right?
They haven't talked about the visors since the combat visor.
Ever.
Right?
And the reason I think it's cope is because I think we're still on we're not adding any features and only doing content kind of train for the most part with CIG outside of the base building, crafting, and engineering stuff that we know that they're working on. But I don't think they're going to get extra help for visors, right? That's a lot of work.
True. But they have, I don't know, armor's been mentioned a lot in the last few monthly reports. So, I don't know, maybe.
Yeah, they said a new utility armor, right? This is it, clearly.
Yeah.
And, hey, you are clearly making sacrifices here to have certain things. Can I no longer have a
It also looks
beam?
very light, right? Like, it looks like
very
it itself
light. Yeah.
Not very armored. So, presumably you're also sacrificing your survivability.
Yep. So, cool. Right? Lots here. Lots to think about and stuff. So yeah, I think I'm
what
very
are those
curious
first
about,
aid pack? I really want to know.
That's what I'm curious about. There was a link posted of the old first kid. Oh, what is this?
Oh, there you go.
What is this?
That's what that was, right?
Personal med kit is what it's called. Well, I don't know when this was shown. I thought this was going to be the med kit.
Does it even have it doesn't have a barrel.
Dynapack 380. It says charge.
What does this do?
This was an old concept of the med gun.
Yeah, which makes sense, right?
Yeah.
So I wonder though, because this doesn't have a barrel, I wonder if maybe they're trying to do I don't remember if it was Battlefield. I think it was Battlefield. The most recent Battlefield is you would just run up and you would just press button to defibrillate, right? I wonder if they might be doing something similar with that gun. And it's you just run up, it does whatever really quickly for a res or something, rather than having to maybe spend the time on the med gun or having to spend the animation to pump someone with a med pen.
Yeah. The main difference here is between the two images is this has a sight on it.
Oh, sniper healing.
Yeah, I don't know.
Let's go.
Weird.
No, that's weird. That's interesting. That's a lot of stuff that they just have not talked about.
I mean, Medgel is blue, right? It's a blue canister, but we don't know if the Medgel is blue.
The ones in the missions are the ones in the missions are green, and the Medgel in your med tool is green.
Yeah, that's true. When you shoot the mission thing, it's like a green slime.
Yeah.
So yeah. So this is something different. This blue stuff is implying something different.
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah.
Weird.
Somebody scan that barcode. No, I don't know. But yeah, I'm just like, I looked at this and like the more I looked at it, I was just like, what the heck? But yeah, it even says Dynapack
Yeah.
now I can read it now that I know what should be there.
Yeah.
So yeah, here's a lighter pick apparently. Oh, that's like lightening up what we see. Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's interesting. That's really interesting.
Yep. There's a lot.
Probably not
there,
4.5. So maybe we'll see it at some point next year. I mean, maybe 4.5.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe, but yeah, I wanted to make sure we included that because like wild.
Yeah.
And then the last thing is drops for me.
Yeah, Star Citizen has dropped. Now you've been part of the community way longer than I have, and you've been streaming way longer than I have. But as my understanding, they've never done Twitch drops before.
No.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, this is the first.
For those who don't know what a Twitch drop is, because we are obviously also streaming to YouTube, and a lot of you don't like watching Twitch, and fair, it is the worst platform. The way that it basically works is like by watching a stream of that category, you get some reward in the game.
Yep.
I did one like 2 years ago where it was for New World, and you just got like some pieces of armor, usually pretty inconsequential. Like essentially the equivalent of skins, which in this case is basically the same idea. Basically just the equivalent of skins, just some fun little stuff. It is a really easy and effective marketing tool for game companies generally. And holy crap, does it look like it has worked for CIG this time around? Because I think Mike has the numbers. The Twitch category got absolutely... It's just got insane in the last few days.
Yeah. So there's two things to look at here that are really important. Let's look at our peak. Was 41,823.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay. Well, now I'm a little confused because it says October, and we're in November,
yep,
and the same number. So I made this assumption that this was CitizenCon.
Yes, it would be.
But this,
yeah, because you're going by month. You're going by month. You want to go by week, right?
This won't show up now. Average, yeah. There's something wrong with it now, but I can do daily, but it's hard. I can't zoom in enough. But I do have a chart that shows 39,000 for for November on the day, on the 20th, and October being 41,000. So it going like CitizenCon at 41,000, Twitch drops nearly had that many. So for people who are like, you know, oh, streamers, oh, whatever, like this isn't for us. They are using us for them. And it's just kind of mutually beneficial, right? So they are now the 45th ranked game on Twitch, which is not bad. I imagine that number's gone up quite a bit over the last few days. And that's what the goal here is to have people and eyes on the game through Twitch. Twitch, to game companies, is an advertising platform. That's what it is. That's why they're doing this. The higher the number, the more eyes on it, the more likely someone's going to buy. That's why they're doing this.
There's a fact that not a lot of people know about in regards to making content about video games. If CIG wanted to, they could 100% explore legal action against me for streaming Star Citizen. They would never do that because they understand, like most game companies do, that it's advertising. Even when it's bad press and stuff, it's typically advertising for them and works for them. Nintendo do not understand that and are constantly doing legal action. But so that's the thing. So that's why they do these sorts of things. They try to push for it as much as they can, so that more content is going out as much as it can during a time like right now where we have the Free Fly and IAE, right? Is crazy good for them, and it seems like it's working. This is the first time they've done it. I think they're going to do it again. And I also want to say, if you want to get Twitch drops, don't necessarily watch us. This is also a really good opportunity for you guys to like find new people, and find new content creators and help them out. But yeah,
for sure. It's
crazy.
It's a good thing for everybody, and there's really no negative here. It's just the people that complained because they didn't want to sign up for a Twitch account or whatever. Like, okay, I mean, it's just a dumb looking armor anyway. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's a skin.
What I kind of expect now though is this to become more commonplace. Like we may see drops more often, potentially.
Yeah, if like the numbers that presumably CRG are going to look at is how many of these converted to sales and converted to new accounts. Because that's the other thing is when you do this and when the viewership number goes up on Twitch, people then go, "Oh, what the hell is Star Citizen?" and click in. And if that presumably works, then yeah, they'll push it further. But I was even saying to Mike, like my average viewership was the highest it had ever been, period, yesterday. And it was authentic viewership too. It's just people coming in for drops, right?
Yeah.
So it's just crazy.
Yeah, same. I think the best I ever did was CitizenCon a couple years ago. Was like 5K views, and I did 7,100 was the max. So it was like crazy. And then ever since, it's been like 1,500 every day.
Yeah.
And that's, I don't know what it is today because I can't see it, but it's been interesting. And it's like, you know, I turn to my wife and I go, I don't think this is going to be the new normal, but this might be the new normal.
Yeah.
Which is weird.
Yeah.
Because this is not normal. At all. Like I've typically been around, you know, between 300 and 500 viewers for a couple of years now. And before that, it was like 200 viewers consistently for 6 years, you know? And I know they're mostly AFK, but there's been lots of new people that have come in and have been really cool. I don't know what you saw because of your YouTube presence isn't as much as me because I'm a degenerate, but I had so many people go, I only watch you on YouTube, but I came here for the drops. Like so many. So yeah, that was surprising. That I was surprised though for some reason. I don't know why I didn't think of it, but it was like so heartwarming. And just a personal thing. I always think everyone hates me, and the amount of people that were happy for me that I was actually #1 in the category was surprising. I don't think anybody at CIG was happy about that, but I thought I was overall like fair, balanced, having a good time, and I think I was a good representative of the community, but I'm sure they wish somebody else was at the top. But hey, it is what it is.
So this also probably means a couple of other things. So like you mentioned, they'll probably do this again, and they'll continue doing them. So connect your Twitch accounts to your Star Citizen account, get your drops. It is likely this will not just be Twitch. I would not be surprised if over the course of the next year we actually see some Star Citizen sponsored content on YouTube. Of presumably creators who do not play Star Citizen.
Yeah, they won't. It makes the creators may get jealous, but because like they should pay you because they, you know, like, and that's their mentality, right? That's not my mentality. They should be going to big YouTube creators, Let's Players, and have them try the game out when the game is further along. And it may feel gross because you've been here forever, and I deserve. You don't. You've already gotten plenty out of the community and the game for years, most likely, right? They've given you tons of ships to give away and so on. Don't complain. They're doing what's best for them in that case, and I think it's the right thing to do.
100%. So I think they'll move towards that, and then they may even move further. I think this is probably the like testing of the waters to start getting the greater marketing ready for Squadron, and then pushing people into Star Citizen, right?
100%. Like you don't think there'll be a Twitch drop for Squadron 42's release?
I think there will. There will probably be a Star Citizen drop in the Star Citizen category for the Squadron release.
I don't know. I think maybe you can have like a unique flight suit or something for your Squadron character.
It'd be smart to go like people get excited about Squadron, and then they're like, oh, but you can get this thing if you go and get a Star Citizen account, you know? But anyway.
Maybe. True. Yeah. Good point. That's all we have for the week.
Drop. Holy shit.
Yeah. Imagine, like, even if it was like a weapon or something like that, if they did that would be insane. I don't want them to, just to be clear. I think they should stick to cosmetics, but Tarkov did drops for like in-game items and stuff. It was wild. They
Yeah.
built the idea of drops, building up games for sure. But yeah, that's all I have for the week. So we could start
Yeah.
probably getting into callers, but it was a crazy
Well, there's one more
week.
thing I want to mention, which you didn't want to mention. You actively did not want to mention,
Nope.
which was our lovely video content we got this year is not video content. It is podcast content. I am fine about it. I don't necessarily super like it or super hate it, but I'm fine about it. I like the fact that they did bring back Jax McCleary
Yes.
in the middle of it, which was cool. You said you did not listen to the second one. I ended up listening to most of the second one before the pod today.
Okay.
In the first one, they were doing a little bit of like tongue-in-cheek, fourth wall breaking. Oh, isn't like Stas isn't bad, ha 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 ha. Right? They cranked that up to like 80 billion with the second one. They had a 30-second section, which I should have time marked or whatever, but they had a 30-second section where the guy on that podcast complained about the marketing of IAE and the marketing videos of the ships not doing what they do in the game. Well, sorry, do in real life. And it was not on the nose, it was the nose. It was just like, this is too much. You guys are going too hard on what is like an actual problem that we've had with this whole system for years and years and years. So that felt really silly.
Yeah, I mean, it just has Jared written all over it, and it's like we've been asking for the content that we like from Jared forever, and not just stupid Jared memes that we've heard forever. Like,
yeah,
it was like they said, marketing shill. Like, it was just like, okay, we get it. You're Jared, and you have more power than over this stuff than you probably should at this point. Like, that's it. Like, somebody rear the man back just a tiny bit and have him actually focus on the video game, please. Is where my mindset is with it. It's very annoying. But I also wanted to allow him to be as creative as he wants to be because of all the things
100%.
he's done. So it's like, if you did this alongside the content that we got last year, I wouldn't care. But yeah, we need to talk about the game and not just about the ships.
Yeah.
So
100%.
Yeah.
I want to, before we go to calls, which we'll be going to in a moment, I want to address one comment on YouTube, which they said all games need is an announcement trailer, a release trailer, and marketing is sorted.
He's not that
There
wrong.
are so many games. No, that is so wrong. There are so many games that have completely failed purely on that because they do not put enough money into the marketing. Games are an extremely... Thank you, Concord. I was trying to remember the name of the game. Most people did not know Concord existed until it got cancelled. It had a release trailer. It had a announcement trailer, all that sort of stuff. That is not enough. Video games are far too saturated. You need to go harder than that. Sometimes going harder than that is just having a good enough game that word of mouth gets you there. But that is, like, by far and away, that is like you are the golden child of like this game genre or whatever. So, no, marketing does matter if you want a game to succeed. Don't think it doesn't.
Yeah, I think that's fair. The new day started. I'm just checking to see if there's anything special.
Oh, true. It would have, wouldn't it? I don't think there's supposed to be anything today.
No, I mean, Gray's Market, only the shiv, so they didn't add any of the other Squadron 42 things that we had seen. There is some hint at GatTech Raylan concept, right? That people were saying like maybe would change.
Yeah, people were saying maybe the price would change. But
it's $225. I think the price is the same. So I don't think there's anything new. It's Alien Week before Alien Week. So if they're going to do anything, it's going to be for Alien Week, which is in like 2 weeks.
No. That's Alien Week is near Invictus, not IAE.
Oh, so that already happened. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah. I don't see anything though. Sometimes there's paints that you can find, but I'm not going to look that hard. So yeah. Cool. Yeah, callers.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's
We are
do
going
it.
to be. I already did the spiel at the start of the stream, so
Yeah.
let's start with Mr. Smurfenstein.
Hello.
How we doing?
I'm good. It's funny actually. You guys mentioned Tarkov drops. I'm literally playing Tarkov right now as we speak.
Nice.
Lovely.
I'm doing
Don't
customs,
die.
getting watch, which is the most custom or Tarkov you can Tarkov. But yeah. Also, I want to point out whoever put that planet in my way when we did that engineering test, and I need to get their insurance information. My Gladius isn't going to fix itself. That was me that crashed when I came in to land next to you. I was also the guy with the fire extinguisher the first time we did it. That was like my second experience.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I saw that, like, I just happened to get on. I was like, yeah, you know what, let's check it out. I don't have a lot of time, but whatever. And then I saw you were on my server. I was like, oh, let's go. And then
Yeah.
I just grabbed
And I
whatever
was-
I had and ran
I
over
was
there.
crowdfunding
Yeah.
people to come in and like, hey, we have a big ship
Yeah.
and we're gonna go against one guy solo
Mhm.
in I forgot what he was flying. Corsair.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's
And
see how
I
we
grabbed,
do.
I didn't get any like RMC or anything like to repair, so I was like, I don't know what to do. I'll just grab a fire extinguisher and start putting out fire.
Yeah. That's fine.
But it
And
was
we died instantly.
Yeah, but it was funny on the second one when we were fighting the Star Lancer, I believe it was. I was in one of the side turrets and I saw him impact us and cut the nose of the ship off. And I didn't know he cut the nose of the ship off at that point. But I was like, all right, let me go repair. I can tell that we're a soft death and falling. And I ran into the bridge and saw like none of the chairs were there, none of the MFDs were there. And
Yeah.
I was like, what the hell? And then I turned around and you had just walked in. And then I turned back around and looked outside and there was the planet getting bigger. And I was like, we're not getting
We're
out of
dead.
this.
Yeah. It was
Yeah.
so yeah, I mean that was the example of like what we talked about basically with
Yeah.
engineering is like it is just not ready at all. So when they
Yeah.
announce that it's gonna happen, it's like, what are you doing?
Yeah, I was
How
very
do you
surprised.
how
But I was
confident
like,
can you be that this is gonna be ready? You can't be.
I'm wondering, is it confidence or is it we said we're going to try to get crafting in by the end of the year? We have to make it happen,
Yeah,
and it's going to be.
it's Rich
burned.
Tyrer's mantra.
Yeah,
Patch always goes.
I don't know. I mean, probably first 2-3 quarters of 2026 are going to be, hey, we have engineering and crafting, none of it works, and the game's basically broken. We're going to try to fix it. Also, Nyx is here.
Yeah. Letter for the
But,
chairman.
Yeah, it's really
Year
kind
of
of
extra
frustrating.
stability.
Yeah.
Year of instability emotionally because this game is, sales store page. It's really frustrating because I have a group of friends that I play with regularly that don't play Star Citizen, and I'm trying to get them into it. Sorry, there's a van backing up
Are
right
you
outside
playing
my house.
Tarkov in a forklift? What's going on?
I am on customs. No, their Amazon just pulled up. I sit right next to my balcony.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just really frustrating because I'm like, yeah, you guys want to play this game? Oh, God damn it! Hang on a second.
But yeah, I don't. You can't play it super regularly. You can't play it like Tarkov.
No.
You can't play it like an MMO.
Yeah.
It's not ready for that
Yeah.
yet.
Well,
But it's
so
it's not ready for a reason.
one of my closest friends who we're all first person shooter players like Tarkov. We're all over Battlefield right now. That's all they're gonna play. I got him to play Star Citizen for the first time, and I was in a I don't remember what I was flying, but I was literally just flying out of the planet, and he was like a kid with his face up against the windscreen, like, "Oh my god, this is so pretty." And I'm like, "Yeah, enjoy it," because that's pretty much 90% of the gameplay right now.
Yep.
One of them doesn't give a shit about space at all. The other one just like straight PvP. So I'm like, okay, well, when base building gets added, we could raid other people's bases. That'll be when I can be like, hey, you guys want to check this out? But until then, it's like, you guys want to sit and watch loading screen for 40 minutes while we traverse across the star system to go fight busted NPCs?
Yeah.
Yep.
No?
No.
Okay.
Anything else on like 4.4 and IAE and
So
takes on
yeah,
the
I
ships?
melted. I was actually going to ask what you thought, and then I was watching your stream earlier and realized you did exactly what I did.
Yeah.
I got the Golemok, got the Clipper, got the what's the other one? The Salvation.
Yep.
I melted. There's one ship that you guys are going to judge me for. But I melted the Argo raft. Melted the raft. Melted the what's the little Drake cube that flies the starter like fucking what I'm talking about. Cutter and a dragonfly. I got Cutter, dragonfly, and the raft, and I got the other three. My thought process is kind of something you already talked about. I don't want to pay to have a very good ship at any particular gameplay loop. I want to start with like I want to have problems, and then I want to earn solutions to those problems in game. So I'm melting all the ships that I paid money for that are like really good and getting the crappier versions. With a handful of exceptions, I'm not melting my Kraken, I'm not melting my Galaxy, and I'm not melting my Ironclad.
Sure.
But I really like the Perseus. My regular group is about 3 of us that I can kind of depend on showing up, and that's the perfect size for 3 people, I think, for at least for now until engineering.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I did know we were playing last night, literally just doing bounty hunter missions against small ships, and we were kind of struggling a little bit. At the beginning ones are easy when it's like 2, and if you can nail them with the Medusas, you just like 2-shot them basically.
Yeah, and you could always switch to the other guns, and it's effective.
Yeah, but it is the audio
very quickly, very fun that you can like weapon group them both to the same one.
I did that.
And it is so bad.
My buddy who owns the Perseus was like, "How did you do that?" I was like, "I just made a new weapon group." And he's like, "Oh,
yeah." Like, you make a new weapon group, and then you miss everything instead of just.
Now I'm just burning your credits because I'm spending all of your ammo.
Exactly.
All right, you ready? I'm going to teach you guys something.
Okay.
Right Alt G.
Okay.
That takes the auto gimbal off, and you aim for then you get a reticle, and you aim for it, and you hit way more often.
Okay, I'll try that out.
Yeah, but you have 2 different weapon velocities, so it's still like it's still a big problem in terms.
You're talking about firing both weapons at the same time.
Yes,
it does look cool.
I'm not. I'm just like most people complain.
Well, that's what we're talking about, Mike. So
sorry, I misunderstood. I misunderstood. I thought we were kind of more complaining about the fact that it was very hard to hit with the big guns.
Oh, sure.
If you do that change, it is less hard to hit.
I haven't been able to 100%. Get to the Vandal missions yet, but are there bigger ships that you can fight against the Vandal, or is it all just stalled?
Biggest is the Stinger, which is big enough for you to hit with the size 8s, but you'll miss still probably most of your hits.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, it's been interesting. Like, I definitely have been bitten by the bug a little bit more because I've got Tarkov, which is 1.0, which I'm the only one of my friend group playing now because they're all like, we're all emotionally scarred from playing that game for the last 10 years. I don't want to touch it again. Battlefield, which is
going to scar someone, it's time.
Yeah, God. I've been playing that longer than I've been playing Star Citizen.
Yeah, fair.
Battlefield is probably the front runner right now. Everyone's loving that. And then I also am playing this other game called The Last Caretaker, which is really fun. It's a single player survival game. And then obviously Star Citizen. But trying to make time with also having my daughter's now about to be 5 months old. So I know you guys, I know you probably feel the pain a little bit on that. It's like 3 a.m. Gotta get up.
Yep.
I've worked out a deal with my wife where I'll help her put our daughter to sleep, and then I'll sit at my computer with the baby monitor. And if the baby moves, I react, and then my wife can sleep, so I get to play my game at night. But I'm burning the candle at both ends here.
Yeah,
I am pretty much exactly the same right now.
Yeah,
is like, hey, I know I'm going to be awake at night. Let's see if we can put it down. I know she'll be down for like 3 hours.
Yeah.
Let me know if you need help. I'll let you sleep. But I'm going to go play some like whatever game for a little bit.
I am definitely trying to fight the dad gamer accusations because I was playing Star Citizen and like takes 45 minutes to do anything. I'm like, I can't commit 45 minutes.
Yeah, just buy a Kraken then.
Yeah.
Buy a Kraken. But hey, there's lots of people in line, so we gotta let you go. But
all right, real quick before I go, I gotta hijack your show. You probably can't tell because I'm my accent, but I was born and raised in Scotland, and Scotland just made it to the World Cup for the first time since 1998, and I am losing my shit.
Yo.
Okay.
So I just wanted to get that in real quick before I go. It's going to be in America too, so I'm about to go crazy.
That's true. Yeah, and I think one of the stadiums will definitely be 20 minutes from me. So
yeah, I wish I could go, but I'm in South Texas, and I'm military, so I can't really move.
All right. Well, hey,
all right. Well,
Smurfstein,
thanks for having me on.
GG.
See you around.
Good luck in the World Cup.
Thank you.
All right. Next caller is Hellhawk. We're gonna just slide people down here and bring Hellhawk in. Hello, Hellhawk.
How you doing, Hellhawk?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
What's up?
Not much.
Give me 2 seconds, just muting the stream. Awesome. Yeah, it's kind of, I listened to your stream a little bit earlier, Mike, and I heard you didn't get the Perseus.
No.
But this is one of the few ships that I don't usually buy combat ships. Almost all my fleet's industrial. But in concept, I bought this thing, so I didn't pay, $800.
What was it for in concept? I can't remember.
It was so long ago.
Yeah.
Maybe $350. I can't remember. I'd have to.
675.
Was it really?
You degenerate.
Well, that's fine.
Also,
Whatever.
that price makes sense timeline wise in terms of like it only went into concept like 4 years ago, right? So like
It's all
2021, I
one.
think.
It's all one giant amalgamation of concepts at this point. I can't keep track. But as far as the ship itself, I love the fact that it only really needs 3 crew. I like the
Never
fact that
mind.
it feels like it's
Chat's saying
Oh, what was it?
360 now, so you're saved.
yeah. That sounds more reasonable because I was broke back when this thing was concepted. I don't think I would have spent 600 on it.
I have bad news. It definitely 600. I think that person in chat may have only got it that way because of through all the what do you call them? All the
Oh, CCU chains.
CCUs and stuff. Yeah.
Either way, I spent
Yeah.
too much money on this game.
We all have.
We all have.
But I do my one major gripe: the top remote turret has artificially like limited angles. It's like, guys, it's a twin size 3 in age when everything has size 4s. Just
Sure.
let the angles go to where they need to be. And then the torpedoes are broken, so
All missiles
that kind
are.
of sucks. Oh, is it on all ships?
Yeah.
I haven't touched this game for about 8 months because I had to walk away from it. It was
Nope, it's a
pissing
new
me off.
4.4 thing. The missiles just stopped in like one of the last PTUs, and it was like, well, okay, that's definitely going to happen.
But aside from that, I think it's pretty good. I'm happy with what they came up with. But my question, as far as ships go, the Salvation, from what I'm hearing of the direction they're going to be taking salvage ships, is it true that like the Salvation and the Vulture can only make rubble, or they
Yes.
can make a lesser salvage material?
It's not a lesser. It's each one will. So in the future, the future is not rubble. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
In the future, it is. There's light, medium, heavy. There's a post actually that they made. They didn't mark it as a comm link, so you'll have to search for it on the website. But it's called the Salvage Guide. There's light, medium, and heavy salvagers. We don't have a medium yet. The 3 salvagers that we have are light, and then the Reclaimer is the heavy. The Reclaimer will have denser material, I believe. And so when you salvage a ship, you will actually disintegrate it into the items that it was created by. And so there will be denser copper, or there will be lighter copper with the smaller ships. That's the difference.
So it's just it's a matter of your total volume once it's refined, more than likely. That's okay. That's not the end of the world.
I don't think it's the end of the world. It's just not fun right now.
Yeah. And I still want to see the smaller ships be able to gang up on a larger wreck and be able to disassemble it. Because I think
Agreed.
Salvation and Vulture it was in the name. Like I should be able to get a swarm of those things together and take down like a Reclaimer wreck.
Yeah. It's just structural salvage was not a thing really when those were created. It was more just RMC at the time, right?
Otherwise, that medical gun you guys showed, that may be for tier injuries. Like, what if you clear
strictly
tier 3 injuries?
Yeah.
Other than that, I mean, I did the Vandal mission. I really liked the Vandal mission.
Yep.
The worm thing didn't really do it for me. Like I'm in the future. Okay. I have a spaceship that can blow up a planet. I don't care about fighting a worm on foot. This felt like more the storyline that I had signed up for in the first place. Okay. And aside from the mission bugging out and us not getting the money, we got through all the content. And to me, that was important because it's been a while since we've had a patch and a free fly.
Yep.
That actually you could play. It's still the back end services were dying, but
there's Wicklow stuff there too, and
but overall, it's probably the first good patch that I've played in the past year, in my opinion. And we'll see. I think they do need to make some tweaks. The engineering thing has me really nervous because that looked like crap. And for them to put that on the next patch, I'm hoping they do PTU only and not live, because if they drop that and then leave for a month. I'm going to take another 6 month. Yeah, I'm going to take another 6 month hiatus.
Because it's usually we're going to have all of January that we have to wait as well, not just half of December, kind of. So it'll be brutal. We won't get much until like end mid-February. Typically, is when we start to see something happen next year. So it's gonna be a wait.
The last thing I wanted to ask you guys. So I actually like how they're releasing Nyx, where you have.
Yeah.
I think that makes more sense, especially because they're a lot of their guys are still on Squadron. What if they release the larger ships like that too, where you have a Kraken, it has the pads, it's got the engineering room, it's got the cockpit, but all the ancillary crap that doesn't have functionality, you don't have access to it. The door's closed. Like, do you think that would be a way for them to push some of the other items out faster, where it still has gameplay? Would that be a compromise you guys would be okay with?
No, I hate that personally.
Okay.
I hate what the Clipper is. Like, why are we putting a crafting table in it without crafting? When every time we make a ship before the gameplay is available for it, the ship sucks.
Yeah.
Look at every cargo ship before they put in freight elevators. Look at every salvage ship until
I was gonna say like what they had to do to Reclaimer, and it still probably needs like a
garbage.
big rework. Yeah.
Well, I'm meaning more like for, let's say, the Liberator, for instance. There's not really any gameplay that the Liberator is, except for a couple pads, right?
Okay, that's
we have a refuel and rearm.
Exception.
And it's
what about everything else?
Well, like the Kraken's guns and pads. What is supposed to be in the game that the Kraken does?
I think
it's a
think
shop inside.
That's the privateer.
I think there's a big problem when you come to ships, which is what you're arguing for technically is actually a reprioritization, and that they should do other ships first. They already have their plan for which ships they want to do in Whitewater. You know what I mean? Like,
that's fair.
There would be, if they like did the Kraken now, 3 to 4 other ships that they either are coming out or will come out soon won't come out soon, right?
It sounds like you just want a Kraken to come out.
Which fair.
Kraken.
Okay, but then like apply that to the Arastra, the base building
Orion.
ships, and the Orion. Like apply that to everything else, and it doesn't work. So you just want you want a Kraken. Okay, go land on a landing pad on a planet. There's your Kraken. Okay. I don't know.
Well, otherwise, that pretty short and sweet.
Yeah.
Appreciate the podcast. The Twitch drop thing was like, it's light armor, so it's shit and it's not usable, but it's it is what it is.
It's free.
And the only other exactly, I don't see why anyone would have a problem with it as long as they're not telling you to shell out cash. Who cares?
Yep.
And then the last thing for the Perseus, the only upgrade I want to see is the different ammo types, where like they can click and drag a module on there, so I can get faster ammo that does less damage or has a reduced rate of fire. I'm all for bespoke, but I still want some options for different guns. So I feel like I'm making it my own. But that's all I got.
Alrighty.
Cool.
Thank you,
Easy.
Thank you. I hope you get your Kraken one day.
One day, 10 years from now.
They're working on it. So you might get it soon. All right, brother.
At the same time as the merchantman. All right,
this one's coming. All right, catch you.
That did bring up something that I just want to quickly mention in regards to the drops, which was really, this is more of a Twitch problem than anything. At the same time as this drop happened, Twitch are doing like a Twitch drop.
Oh, it was so
where
annoying.
If you sub to the streamer, I think you can get like Discord Nitro, right?
Yeah.
So the amount of people that I had who were just Star Citizen people who wanted to get the Star Citizen drop and were asking, "Oh, what?
Yep.
I have to pay for the drop?" But that is not a CRG issue. That is a Twitch issue, and it's so annoying.
It's also have some sense issue, because there is a giant Discord icon next to the thing that says drops. Now I get it. You're coming to the channel just for drops, so that's why you're like, drops. Oh, what? But it's like, come on, like read as well. It was very clear on the website what they wanted, and that was it.
Yeah, but like even like the notification itself when you go into a chat just said subscribe to the streamer to get drops.
Yeah. That's where it was like really stupid.
It's super
I had
bad.
people, like, I got linked a tweet where people were claiming that I was saying that you needed to subscribe to get drops and stuff, and it was just like, oh my god, get a life, people. I know you know you're just trying to, but like, really, like, no. I actively was saying this is the dumbest thing ever. Please do not subscribe over and over and over again. And I also was saying, by the way, that's a campaign that's going to be going on for a while. So if you are looking for Tarkov drops and other drops, dismiss that one. You could dismiss it and it'll never show up again. So, yeah, you do not have to sub. Just follow the directions for the Twitch stuff on Star Citizen, and you'll be all right. Did you get your drops yet? Did you watch a...
Yes.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I watched myself.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, come on. You got to help another brother out.
I've been watching other Star Citizen streamers, but the first Star Citizen stream I watched when the drops had happened was my own.
Unbelievable. So. I watched the combination of Burks and Zero State. That's how I got mine.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah. But yeah, so it works. It's just some people were saying like they had to make a new Twitch account or something to get it to work or whatever. But there were people that had issues, but yeah, it's they're there. All right, next caller, right?
Let's do it.
Our very regular Shark Bite is here.
How we doing?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
What up?
Good.
I think you want to talk about the Clipper based on something I saw in Twitch chat earlier.
Yeah, actually. So the I'm not gonna buy one because I have other ships that fill the role, but I thought it was really cool. Like at first when he was talking inside the ships, and he was saying, "Oh, I mean, we have a gap between the cutter and the Corsair that's not really filled," and I'm like, I mean,
it's called the Cutlass.
Cutlass, yeah. But then this is a very different ship than the Cutlass. The Cutlass doesn't have a specialty and doesn't try to. Can do a lot of things with it, but it's like an open canvas. This tries to do everything, and I think they actually pulled off an actual jack of all trades that it's not going to be the best at any one thing, but like it does a lot of things, and for a lot of single players who just want to play by themselves, this is the perfect ship.
Yeah.
And it's ugly as hell. I love Drake. It's ugly as hell.
Like every Drake ship. So yeah.
Yeah. Well,
it's ugly in
I think that there's some beauty in the Corsair, but yeah.
There's not. You're wrong.
But yeah, it accomplishes
really in the Corsair?
the goal.
You think the Corsair's ugly?
I love the Corsair.
I like the looks of Drake's ships because they're ugly. I want to point out. I think the like rustic aesthetic is very cool, and they do a good job. But I also recognize that is a face only a mother could love.
But I'm the mother.
Yes.
Yeah. I think we're in agreement.
Honestly, once they showed that cross section with all the different rooms and ran through the specs, I was tempted.
So cool.
And like I said, I have other ships that fill the role.
I would love if they did that with more ships, but then I guess no other ships are like vertically built.
You could do the 400i and some others like that. That would be kind of cool.
Yeah, but they've got like
you would have trouble filling in the multiple. Yeah, you're right. But the other, I think the thing that I'm looking forward to most is for once a ground vehicle. That little PDC truck is going to be insane and useful for setting up little ground operations. For
Did you see that,
parking 15 or 20 on top of an 890.
No.
So just Shark, he didn't see it and I forgot about it.
Oh, really?
There is a what is the platform? Is it an MTC?
I think it's an MTC. They took off the back. There's a tiny little armory inside it, but the back is basically a 360 swivel PDC.
There's a PDC on it. So guess what? Guess what? Ground vehicles are stealthy as fuck. So you place a bunch of them around, and then there's just PDCs firing at everything.
or stuff
Morph will never be bombed again. Morph will never be bombed again because you just put all these vehicles around. Anybody drops bombs, PDCs destroy it. Easy.
And as soon as someone tries to loot your ironclad, you open up the top, and then they get 50 PDCs shooting at them.
Yeah.
But then all you have are PDCs inside your ironclad. So what is there to loot?
Yeah, it's a decoy.
Ah. Without a scanner?
They
You are
become the
such a
loot
role player,
pinata.
dude. You're such a role player. They'll scan and see what's going on. You're a role player.
Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, really excited. IAE is kind of my favorite time of year. It's like Christmas. We get to see what they show us, and also get to see all the little. I enjoy the little goofy things they do, the podcasts and whatever.
Yeah.
I am hoping we get a lot more stuff like that. I really missed a lot of Jared's content this year. I don't want it to take up the space that other content should take up, but
Agreed.
I enjoy this kind of stuff.
I think he should be able to be his creative self, but I think he has a job that you have to do, and he did not do it this year.
Yeah,
for reasons unknown.
He
says
he does other things around the company, and he could be doing big stuff. So
that's what I'm implying there.
He's working on a bunch of the promos and whatever for
exactly what I'm implying. Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly what I'm implying.
So,
but
anyway,
we still want it. Both of us do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As far as the patch, it's been going better than it was last week. I had one hard crash where it froze up because of the audio bug in the Perseus. Was gunning for someone else, game froze, and then when I closed it and came back, I was back in the station. And so that was my cue to get off for the evening. But other than that, it's been running.
Just talking on that specifically, we had a couple of crashes from sound from that when we first jumped into the Perseus. So we did the hot fix, which was supposed to fix it.
Oh, yeah,
and then we continued to crash and have the audio issues and whatnot. So whatever it is,
did crash recovery work for you?
Crash recovery worked.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. It didn't for me.
But yeah, it did not help my ears, unfortunately. So
yeah,
whatever this bug is, it is clearly dug deep.
Yeah. I think it's the same thing that we were having a few patches back. I think we had a similar bug with that was causing people to crash when they were getting close in proximity to other ships. I don't remember what it was, but it seems similar. But other than that, I haven't had any more inventory lag issues like we were having the first couple days.
Same,
it's really good.
Yeah. That seemed like a concurrency thing at the beginning. Like everybody's jumping in at the same time. That is expected. But they dealt with it, and it seems, that stuff seems fine. But there's been mission problems of last night.
I've had problems with missions not finishing or freezing in the middle or whatever.
Yep, same. But I don't know if they addressed that with the hotfix yet, but I'm sure they will.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think it's the same bug actually holding over from last patch because I was having the same thing happen on some of the event missions and stuff. So.
Yep. All right. Well, thank you, Shark.
I'll let you guys go because I know you
done.
have a bunch.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Easy.
You guys take care.
GG.
You too, man.
Bye, Shark. Did you bring in Mega Beef or did one of the mods? Croncy. Okay, so I was assuming we were going to go with these two. Mega, if you could hear us, we might get to you. Hang tight, but I don't know. It depends on how quick these guys are.
Yeah, we'll see. I know Baby is up, so
exactly.
We'll
so do we do one or two more? It's up to you on these things.
I can probably go. I can probably definitely go two.
Like 5 minutes.
And then I'm 5 to 2 5.
Okay. All right, sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry guys, we get both limited when it gets a little bit later, so always get here early. Always get here early. We tell you every week. All right, Data streamers coming in. Data, can you hear us?
How we doing, Data?
Hey, what's up?
What up?
Hi, yeah. Just real quick, I have just a few things. IAE, about IAE. So I noticed that like as opposed to other previous times, the servers are not exploding or something.
Yeah.
Like normally when they have these free flies and all this stuff, it's like you could barely do it. But now I'm not seeing much chatter or much of anything about server problems. I see something about missions or whatever, but like
there are definitely problems.
Surprising.
But we're not crashing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
that was surprising.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
generally, like the last 2 years, performance during these conventions has been much better. This by far the best, I think, of all of them
Yeah.
in terms of stability.
Yeah, exactly. So that's kind of that I didn't expect that, but also there were like two things about like two little drama things about the IAE. So the Twitch drops, that was kind of like a little drama thing that was going on. There was like some this weird uh thing in the community where people did not understand what drops were or something. It was like really
Yeah.
like
It's
the
because
first
the
few
average
days.
age of a Star
Yeah.
Citizen is 97 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
only social media
Exactly.
account they have is Facebook and Spectrum.
Yeah, exactly.
Bro,
Exactly.
reinstall
that was like
MySpace. Let's go.
yeah. So the first few days of the drops, I was like, it was really annoying. And it was like all these weird threads on Spectrum about drops and all these. It's like, man, are you serious? This is modern gaming. Just deal with it. It's like, this is how it goes. And there's nothing happening really.
It's
You're not,
literally
Yeah, it's
not
free.
forced.
The amount
Yeah.
of shit that this game lets you buy and nobody complains, and they give you something for free and you're complaining, like, shut up. Holy
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, exactly.
It is a
so
big
weird.
nothing burger.
No, it's
Yeah,
like you just
exactly. It's so
it's
weird.
easy to ignore people like that because they are so dumb.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Also, I saw another thing about the engineering. There was like this kind of like it didn't explode a lot, but there were several threads on Spectrum about how the solo play is over, and I saw like several content creators on YouTube with like some these these thumbnails with like everything is oh no, it's over, we had a good run, guys,
Yep,
it's
everything's
over,
on fire.
and yeah, everything's on fire, and we can't play the game anymore. And please, I saw some people asking for CIG to speed up the development of the NPC AI
Oh
crew
my
and
God,
all
it's
that
just
stuff. I was like,
concierge, the concierge lobby
yeah,
is out in full
yeah,
force. The super pack.
yeah, exactly.
What the fuck,
So
man?
I was like, that was like that. I noticed that the game was finally starting to kind of like, I mean, it's not like where we're supposed to be, or I was starting to kind of see it. I was kind of see, okay, this is kind of what we're supposed to be doing with these big ships. You know, we're not there, but it's like on the horizon. I was like, yeah, okay. And especially with when the Perseus came out, it doesn't have the engineering stuff, but I mean, like with the team play, like you definitely need the crew, you need the guy in the turret, you need the other stations manned and stuff like that, and especially the Terrada clip. That's like it shows
cool.
exactly. The pilot needs to be in line with the turret guy, and they have to be in sync and everything, and it's not just a solo guy like just aiming and just point and click. It's not a point and click adventure game or something. It's just like whatever. Yeah. So it's like that's with all these things, I'm kind of like seeing the kind of like, okay, now I'm starting to kind of get it. I mean, I'm not saying we're there, but it's like, okay, the direction is good. We're heading there. We're heading there. So I was really happy to see that.
I wonder if you were there during the stream or not, but we had a really good conversation with one guy like a week ago where we were doing the engineering tech preview or something on stream, and he was like, well, now that this is happening, like what I don't know what ship to get, because like the small ships aren't worth it, and the big ships are going to be this. And I was like, ooh, hold your horses there, because the big ships now you're going to need to crew. So the amount of funds you have to split or however you're going to do it is going to be like the value goes down because you need more people. So like the Reclaimer isn't as good as it used to be. All these ships that everybody was soloing may not be as good as they used to be, because you might need someone in engineering if you're going to be in combat. Now I think a lot of people are just going to YOLO it and say, whatever, if I get in combat, I just die anyway. So there obviously needs to be the mechanic of, some punishment for death. Maybe not too punishing, but something.
I'm not like this exactly the specifics of which ship or whichever. It's like, okay, I guess, but it's like what that says to me is that we're finally having to make actual choices.
Yeah.
Like,
And
okay,
the
now
solo
you're
ship is
starting
a viable
to
choice if they do this correctly.
So now you're starting to weigh the pros and cons of a ship where before it was just like, I mean, it was just like basically which one has the biggest cargo, and that was like mostly what people did. Which one can haul the most things, and that was it. Or which one has the biggest guns, and that's it. Now you're like, oh wait a minute, now I have to think about this, about that, about that. So that's like, now I'm kind of starting to see it. It's like, okay, it's starting to get somewhere. You know, that was like a really big thing the past week. I was really happy about that. You know, we're not there yet, but you know, we're on the way there. You know, it's a bumpy road. You know,
you can see it.
Yeah, you can see it. Yeah. And another thing about the IAE, I mean, the podcast thing. You know, I know Salty doesn't want to talk about it, but I thought it was interesting. The talking ship thing. It was weird. The first episode was like they had a lot of these weird lore dumps, but it was like a bunch of NPC names that they were dropping, NPCs we never interacted with, we never had anything to do. You could probably find them in like these lore drops that they put on the site. You could probably, but it's like, okay, why are you doing this? They're talking about some guy who's like, yeah, he's a pretty good pilot, blah blah. And it's like, what is this? It makes no sense. We don't know these people. We don't know these characters. We don't know these stories. It's just like, why are you doing this? I mean, if
there is an answer. It's because it's just for fun. That's all it is. It is not
exactly.
It's similar to like how the Jax McCleary videos are just for fun. They were better than this. They were cooler than this, but they were just for fun. They weren't to be taken very seriously.
Jax McCleary is way more justified to be in this thing than the other, because we know Jax McCleary. We've been seeing Jax McCleary for the past who knows how many years, and he's actually probably the most well-known NPC in the game, you know.
Probably. Well, one is not in the game. You know. Two,
okay. I mean, like in the lore.
Correct, but that's because he's in these videos every year, right?
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
Like, of course. I don't think the thing that you're saying that you have a problem with, I don't think is necessarily really a problem. But what I will give you is last year, we got this real, like they were like, look, Jax McCleary's not coming back. We're not doing that again, but we are going to do this. And they did these two really, I think it was 2 videos where I think they were 12 to 15 minutes long. They were a mix of the devs having silly fun, right? Like we had the Galactopedia Guide to Earth little skit and stuff, like and whatnot. And them, here's the ship that's like, we're going to show a little bit of the ship here and we're going to do whatever, right? And I'm really disappointed they didn't do that again.
Yeah, that's what they did last year too. It was the 10 questions and like all, and it was if I pause here, I'll see a sneak of the new. Like it was a perfect mix for everybody. There was something for everybody. I didn't need to get mad about some dumb commercial thing that they did because there was plenty for me to like. This was just pure unadulterated cringe, and that is fine because that can be fun, like you're saying. Like it is. It's just my opinion, and I agree also with you, Croncy. This is just for fun. Okay, well, fun for me is the game. So I just want to hear more about the game, and if you want to include this with that, then you wouldn't hear much complaints from me at all. I thought last year was the best IAE content they've ever done by leaps and bounds, because it wasn't just Jax McCleary. It wasn't just. It was the perfect mix. I mean, we talked about cap ship fighting and their intentions for that. Like that was incredible info dumps and sneak peeks and fun.
Yeah. It also probably hurts a little bit more that we haven't had an ISC in like 3 months, you know?
And you haven't had a real one in well over 100 days. The only ISCs we've had are BTS stuff and patch releases for over 100 days.
Yeah.
Not a true ISC.
Yeah, that's really weird. And I mean, it's probably true what you said earlier, that Jared is probably working on like squadron stuff, and that like, so they can't really put any time into this anymore and that kind of stuff. So it's like, I don't really know what they're gonna do there with ISC. But one last thing about that podcast thing they did. The second episode had similar lore dumps, but I thought it was a lot better because they were talking about like storylines and general politics in the game, which is actually more interesting than the just like naming off a bunch of characters and just like talking about some guy. So it's like there was like they talked about like things that are like more interesting and also some kind of Squadron 42-ish kind of things. So that was funny. Yeah.
So
yeah.
to quickly, we'll finish it very quickly. We can get to the next one really quick. But just to finish those two stories that you're talking about. So that first one where they do like a little tier ranking or whatever. I don't know any of those names 100%. So I had no idea who those were. Yeah. In the second one, they are talking about extremely relevant characters to the lore.
Yes. Yes.
So
I'll listen to it. Like I haven't yet.
Yeah, they talk about Jan Dredge. They talk about the other guy, the other Drake CEO.
The new Drake CEO.
Yeah, they go into that a lot.
Yeah.
So that's a little bit less of a lore dump necessarily because it's not like new information. They're just like discussing stuff that already exists. But
they talk about the Aegis Messer connection, which is probably a Xenothreat thing, which is that whole thing. They kind of say it.
That's not so.
Nyx hates Messer, right?
Very quickly get into the lore. Aegis Dynamics made their fortune making ships for the Messer regime, which hundreds of years ago, super authoritarian, super bad. We don't like them. Messer are bad people, and it's like they are still one of the biggest manufacturers. That was just the only reference they were making. It's a very old lore.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but it was really weird that Gale guy, the other presenter, was somehow pro Messer. So I was like, what is this about? That's weird. That is a weird thing, but whatever. Yeah, that's like that was the most interesting part about the second episode. I thought it was a good direction to go into with this kind of stuff. But yeah, it's mostly fluff. Yes, of course I agree. It's mostly fluff and whatever.
There were so many commercials.
Yeah.
It's weird.
It's weird.
Weird.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like that was just weird.
Yeah, anyway. But that's what I wanted to talk about. So yeah, that was just a few things. Yes.
Perfect. All right, Data.
Yeah, awesome. Well, we love the call. Thank you very much.
I didn't because you talked about that stupid show the whole time. I will see you later. No, but I'll listen to the second episode today. I got a long car ride. Okay. Catch you.
Yes, thanks. Bye.
Bye now. All right, and our final caller for today, Sivan. Sivan, are you there?
How you doing, Cy? You are
Sivan.
currently muted.
There we go.
Gets him every time.
Get him. Yeah. Sivan, what's up, man? What do you want to talk about?
Yeah, all right. So long time watcher, first time on.
Welcome.
Welcome in.
Right. So I have to say that the Perseus is almost my perfect large ship in this game. Right. I love the World War II destroyer brawler vibes you get from it.
Mm-hmm.
I like the fact that the majority of the DPS comes from the turrets, so the crew feels useful.
They're really learning their lessons there. Love it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Pilot skill and communication makes a big difference in how effective it is. And the pilot can still do damage with the torpedoes.
Yep.
Right? It's not tanky, so you have to evade, but it has the agility to do so.
Yep.
The turrets are high alpha, but slow projectile, so it takes more skill to land a shot from a distance. But when you do, it hurts. Right, so that's much more fulfilling than the hold the left mouse button down and wait button that we've been doing with all the other turrets from before this. And Chris finally gets his cinematic combat. Right, when I see this.
It was pretty cinematic. It's true, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see this just Testrada one, but I saw I've been seeing like Detox and Avenger 1, and I was just totally enthralled. I don't have one myself. And I'll maybe get one in game eventually, but I really loved what it does. What I'm hoping is that engineering helps to bring some of that to some of the other capital ships or some of the bigger ships as well. Because right now it's just a DPS race, basically two Polaris and two Polaris just sit in front of each other and just try and whittle down each other's shields. It's boring as hell. I'm hoping that with engineering now, since you're going to be taking out the components, you can't sit there and wait for them to hit your components. I'm hoping that allows you to move up, but they're going to have to give more high alpha weapons to some of these ships to make it more worthwhile. Leave the sub 6 turrets for anti-fighter instead of primary damage as it is right now. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm hoping. I also like the idea that even if you get knocked out of the fight, right, you can with engineering you can still hopefully come back by repairing components. So if you want to take somebody out, you got to board them just to be sure, or try and
They
take
got
out
to
the
change this
power
thing
plant.
with the one thing with engineering is like hull parts had a health, and if you destroyed it, the ship still died. And it was like, oh,
Yeah, they have to change that.
yeah, this is anti-engineering. So I wonder, what's going on there.
I mean, at the same time, I'd still want you to be able to damage the ship. I guess that's where Maelstrom comes in. Damage the
Yes.
ship by taking off parts. Just don't blow it up.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right. Yes, I'm really looking forward to that. I hope that they can bring that to the bigger ships, 'cause that's what's missing from the bigger ships right now. What we saw with the Perseus is exactly where we need to be. Skill expression at the highest level.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
In terms of the patch, I agree with Mike that I hope that they don't. I hope they concentrate on giving us a robust .1 over the Christmas and leave 4.5 as an extended PT or something like that. They can't put in the buggy engineering over the Christmas and then leave us with that for the next 2 months. That's going to be bad. But yeah. The last thing I was thinking about is like I've got to give props to CIG for how they've been doing with ships this year. I mean, the designs are for the new ships. The designs have been pretty good.
Yeah.
The Golem. I love the Golem. The Golem was an excellent. What I'm realizing that they're reusing a lot of they're reusing old ships, the chassis from old ships, to
And
get
learning from
new
the
designs.
mistakes.
Exactly. I mean, look at the Prowler utility. Nobody uses Prowler for anything. I know all of a sudden the Prowler utility actually has a niche finally.
Yep.
The people complain about the Valkyrie all this time, and now the Valkyrie in Asgard is now one of the most popular ships out there, right? So they've been doing good stuff with that. But
and
I was watching.
not to mention, just to add on to that, not to mention, they have so far this year kept their promise. Every new ship has either been, every ship released this year has either been a straight to flyable or an old concept. We have had no new concepts that have not been released.
And I don't think they're going to do any, except for that big one. That's what he said, right?
The
that was their intention. And I think the fact that this already is their, like, it was not that surprising, but like the fact that this is already their most successful year in terms of player funding. I hope that like not reinserts, but like reinforces that idea of like, this is probably the way to go for both player like enjoyment and retention.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, Mike, as you said in the stream, though, there's still room for improvement. Like, there still have some of the ships where you have this one little thing that stops it from being great.
Yeah.
Right? You mentioned the cargo thing with the Star Lancer, right?
The having on the back of the new one, the RSI Salvation, on the back of it, you need one of the panels there. Because anytime you get out, you can't use. You have to go all the way back in and sit through this whole animation just to unload more cargo. Doesn't make a lot of sense. That's the top feedback on the thread right now, as far as I'm aware. To just be like, hey, just put a panel back there. It can't be that much to do. Please, there's no reason to put us through that. It makes no sense.
Look at the Zeus CL and the cargo and the limited size of the door, so you can't get stuff in.
Imagine calling that a cargo ship. That's insane.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. But I mean, one thing I'd like them to stop doing, right, is like when they're and they need to stop artificially gimping these ships, right? I've noticed it for a long time. But the Hammerhead is an unfortunate example, but I think we need less turrets, but in better position. So you give each individual turret person something more to do. Because the back guy in Hammerhead, he's just bored most of the time. It's the worst position turret, but the turret on top of the Hammerhead is the best because he has full sight lines and so on, right?
Yeah.
Like if you actively get in a Hammerhead and you do a mission that has enough ships to warrant a Hammerhead, 50% of the time is used target switching. Like
Yeah.
you never really get the chance to follow one target and go for it because that's just the way the ship is designed, right? And the way that the ships fly around you. So
Yep. Look at the Corsair. Those side turrets are useless, right? And then compare that to like the Constellation. That top turret has full views of everything, right? So that's why I, as much as I like the Corsair, my personal solo battle wagon is a Phoenix, because the PDC is great. I have the Archimedes in case the Constellation gets shut out from under me, which happens quite a lot. I can just jump into the Archimedes and finish the mission that way. Look at the C2. That back the back turret. Why? Just lift it up and have it cover the entire top. Stop gimping the ships artificially, right? It's hard, even as it is right now, it's hard enough to get hits against other ships. Why are you handicapping them even further? So that's was most of my major stuff. I'm hoping that they get armor in for engineering.
Yeah.
But one thing I've always wondered about with that though is why they're using percentage-based armor instead what I've seen them do in other games where it's a flat armor amount. So it's not 20 or 30% damage reduction.
Because it's fake
like
right now. Right now is placeholder. The percentage reduction.
Yeah, no, but it's been
you want that?
It's been like that for I've been here since 313. Right? And from 313 I've been wondering why are they doing it this way? From my point of view, the ideal way to do armor would be a flat amount that they take off. So not 30%, but like 20 DPS. So anything under 20 DPS cannot get through. And so you have to go higher and higher caliber to punch through. And it solves all their problems from that point of view. I don't know if there's a technical reason why they can't do it like that. But yeah.
I don't know either, but they haven't done it.
I wanted to say.
Yeah, we all want them to do it.
I've been tempted to put it in Spectrum, but I'm like, to me, this seems so obvious that it can't. There must be a technical reason why they're not doing it that way. Because it just makes so much sense. It would do exactly what they want with Maelstrom right now in terms of penetration.
It's always the same thing. They don't want to do the work because they know Maelstrom is coming and they don't want to waste the time. It's always the same excuse. But then they waste years not doing it.
Yeah, because I mean, if you put in the flat and you make it any ship that has flat armor reduction greater than a size 2 or a size 3, all of a sudden the light fighters can barely do anything against you. So you have to bring in the bigger stuff. Right?
Yeah,
and that solves a lot of their problems right there. But yeah,
I know.
So that's what I wanted to say. Good job so far, but still needs some work.
Hell yeah! All right, well, Sivan, that is the show. So we'll let you go, and we appreciate it.
Cheers for calling.
Of course, everyone was talking about your accent in the chat. So
I'm Jamaican.
Yeah, I know. I know.
All right.
All right, be good.
All right, man. Have a good day.
Talk to you. Yeah, they were all guessing, and I knew where it was from, but all right. So that is the show, guys. I really appreciate you guys being here. Hit the follow button if you're new and all that stuff. Croncy's got to go be with the baby. I got to go pick up a cousin from the airport. So we got to get running. So we're going to throw you guys to somebody else in Twitch. So if you guys are watching on YouTube and don't know about the drops yet, drops are on Twitch. They're going to be going on for quite a bit more time. So make an account. Link
till
it
the end of IAE, basically.
Yeah, till the end of IAE. So link your account on your Twitch settings, and then go to Twitch and just watch somebody for 4 hours. You can even mute the tab and just walk away, and you get a free piece of armor. All right. So thank you again, guys, for watching. Follow us on social media here, all that stuff. Hit the subscribe button on YouTube, and we'll see you guys next time. And yeah, don't forget
to answer the best podcast. I'm
to call way better podcast than Talking Shop. There you go.
That's what I was trying to say.
I know.